This clip's brought to you by ServiceNow. AI is only as powerful as the platform it's built on. With the ServiceNow AI platform, your AI, data, and workflows all work together, connecting every corner of your business. To see how you can put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com/AI-agents. The offseason is a great time to respond to what interests you, right? Like what questions do you have that I may or may not be able to answer, right? Last week's episode, top 10 matches, a lot of notes, a lot of thoughts. Guess what happens when I don't know what's coming from Q&As? No notes.
No notes.
Nothing. Producer Mike, walk us through what we got.
Yeah, so all you chuckers were wonderful. You responded to us on social media and all the other places where we put out postings asking for questions for Andy. So thank you guys for sending them in. And this week we got 4 videos. We actually got 4 video submissions.
Great.
Including the first one from John in New York City.
Hello, Andy. It's your boy, John Legend. I have a question for you. So, after we saw Sinner and Alcaraz have that epic 5+ hour French Open final, I said to a friend of mine on text, I was like, I think these are the most impressive athletes in the world. You know, they're doing this one-on-one, 5 hours, speed, agility, precision, power, all of that. It's just the most impressive athletes in the world. And then I heard you said something very similar on this show. So do you still think that one? And who is second place? Like, what other athletes would you consider in the running for most impressive athletes in other sports? Let me know.
Great question.
Love him.
He's awesome.
He's the best. Did he just send in a video? No.
No.
Oh.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. One, I love John Legend. I love Chrissy. They're 2 of my favorite people. He texted me after the Roland Garros final this year, and I think that's when I'm not on social. I kind of horse blinders on at times. When I started getting inbound from people that I know aren't watching Vienna is when I know there's like a massive moment or something has happened. I still think tennis players are the best athletes in the world. I think the physicality, I think the well-rounded nature of what you have to be. You can't just be strong. You have to have the endurance. You have to have the motor skills. You have to have, the ability to get on a plane and recover and do all of those things. Who's second? I don't know.
Oh, come on. You gotta think like basketball maybe in terms of like.
Basketball is amazing. Soccer players are a joke.
Yeah.
They can run so far and so like there's running and then there's sprinting the entire time. Hockey players are fantastic. Stepping in against a baseball player and trying to hit we would all look like idiots.
Yeah.
If you sit at home and you say, when an athlete does something and they're a professional at it and you go, oh, that looked like me, I could have made that. No. The answer is no.
No.
Like imagine me sitting here and being like, oh, that software looks pretty easy. I could do that. Like how absurd would that be to say out loud?
Yeah.
You can't.
Maybe now with AI.
Yeah. I know who has the best voice in this episode already.
100%.
Isn't it amazing how...
It's me, right?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's John Legend. Isn't it amazing how smooth he talks, but also cool. He's never in a hurry?
So cool.
Oh my God.
Well, one thing I saw recently on the socials was a side-by-side of you serving and a baseball, a pitcher throwing, and kind of the combination of the arm movement and all of that through. Can you kind of talk through the depth of mechanics that you need to be able to do all of those things, right? Because I think what the argument about the best athlete is like the lateral movement, the speed, the ability to change direction, but then also even the serve and being able to do all that stuff athletically. It's just a mixture of a bunch of different.
It is. And you know what it is? It's less position specific than team sports, right?
Okay.
Obviously you're by yourself, but you can be a great pitcher and you can't really run and you can't really hit. In tennis, if you can't really serve or you can't really do this, you can't really have a job. right? But like the pitchers are like what they're doing and like, but it's all nuance, right? Like I'm fascinated by watching pitchers because they're so good at what they do. You want to give away the grips as late as possible, right? You want a similar arm angle when you're delivering 3 separate pitches. We always talk about that's what makes, what made Roger's serve so amazing. That's what makes Andre one of the most underrated servers of all time is different tosses. So he would like toss it a little bit higher. So then your rhythm set is a little bit different, right? Roger, he could hit the, 4 different spots with 4 different spin profiles off of the same toss. So you can't read it. It's the same as pitchers. They are so good. It's not just about, he throws 101. Great. I could serve 140, and if it goes straight, it's going to get firmed up by most of the tour, right? Motion, nuance, how to run something in and out of the game, when to choose, when to serve, or when to do all of these things. Tennis, a little different now because people can shout something at you, but like, a coach going forehand, like that's not really like a sit down.
Yeah.
The thing about tennis is like there's not a lot of input from anywhere else.
Yeah.
Your mistakes are your own, your decisions are your own, and you're having to do them in real time. It's not like one at bat, you sit down, you go, check the iPad for a while and then adjust. It's like you have 22 seconds and then fuck you Magoo. You gotta do it again. But me saying we're the best athletes is listen, I'm biased. I fully understand it. And I'll be damned if I don't defend this sport to the last. Like I actually think we don't tell a story when we cover it of how hard this game is. And that was frankly one of the motivating factors for this podcast, right? It's not like these 3 players can play and the rest suck. No, that's not it. This person's doing that. It's not working. Tell us why they're having to attempt this. Tell us why they're missing. Tell us why it looks bad. It was a huge reason why I wanted to do this and have the time to kind of break things down. But tennis is hard. It's not saying a million other sports aren't hard. I don't want to sit here and tell John Legend that his Ohio State Buckeyes is like tennis is way harder than that. But I will. Anyways, is that it?
That's it. And you know what? I think we like doing this so much. I feel like we should get you to do it every week.
I think we're going to.
Yeah.
Thursdays next year, expanding our offerings. We obviously have your Friday situation.
Yep. Friday 5-setter.
That's it. We're going to fill a whole bunch more content this year. I like doing these fan Q&As. We're going to try to do a couple questions every week. I don't know. How's it work?
Yeah, we'll do about 4 questions every week. Every Thursday, show will come out, and it'll be served Q and Andy. And we'll be doing like that.
See what you did there.